Would you like?
Oh, thank you, Richard. Just in case you didn't know, watch your step, please.
Hello, everybody. I haven't really got much to say on the community thing yet, but just keep an eye out for in August, we will be having our 60th anniversary of Rotary Club of Lilydale. More details to follow. But our thoughts are that we will.
Committee has been formed.
Sorry?
The committee has been formed.
Yes, we have. We had a committee formed, that's right, and 2 people have already been quite helpful, thank you. And so it will be in August, date to be advised, venue to be confirmed, but at this stage, we're going to try to do barefoot bowls as part of it. So it will be a total fun afternoon while celebrating our 60 years. And we will be reaching out for other clubs that we've helped sponsor to become clubs, but
We sponsored Wandon.
Wandon. And who else?
Campbell sponsored us. So.
Yeah. I think we did more than one, didn't we? There's one side, yeah.
Cheers, I did it.
But they're no longer. Montrose, yes. Yeah. So just keep that in mind. Don't forget the Moorabah.
Celebrate Moorabah.
Celebrate Moorabah, that's what it's called. Day on the Saturday and Sunday. See, I'm not going, but I can't. I am not going because I will be in training for my new presidency.
That's gonna hurt.
No.
Are you down at Trogan? Or?
No. Yes, they were trying to talk me into staying at Silverwater Resort because the club pays for your accommodation. And I said, why on earth would I want to do that when I have a house down there? Thank you very much. But yeah.
Thank you, Phil.
So that's where I'll be. So if anybody has got a little bit of time on Sunday, please put your hand up and speak to Jenny.
I'll do it by us to fill the bar.
You can come if you'd like. Everybody could come. That would be really good, wouldn't it? How good would that? We could have meetings there and all. We might actually have if we could do that. I can sleep how many? 11?
No, Ricky, I did a bit about Ricky. I mean, it's probably 12.
Yeah, and the caravan.
Only gonna have a couple of caravans there.
Yeah.
We can get them out of involved.
Yeah, just ask Des, he can get them out of home dogged anytime. Okay, so that's probably it for community. So enjoy your meeting, everybody.
Can we update on the high tea?
No. Sorry. The high tea this year probably won't be with Siri. We'll have our own and make it a fundraiser for Rotary.
Is there a reason?
Because Renee left, was moved on, I believe, redundant, yeah, from Surrey, and the new people that take care of that side of things, even though we've requested several times, haven't been back to us. So we think it's a good opportunity for us to do it ourselves. So we did raise.
Thinking May or?
No, probably June. But to be advised, I'm waiting for Madeline to be back on deck.
No.
Okay, because I mean she's quite involved, and I don't want to just ignore her. So we'll discuss that. But we figure that we can make a decent dollar out of it for ourselves, for our own projects. Yeah. Yes.
Did see something on Facebook to say that Aaron had been attending a function with Siri. It wasn't classified as a fashion parade, but it was something where everyone was all together.
Okay.
It was International Women's Day.
Yeah.
With the
Okay.
Impressions had an International Women's Day.
Okay. Yeah.
And we weren't invited for that, so I presume we really are.
Well, they wouldn't hold high tea without getting us involved because they would require all the high tea stuff. So nice to me and make money for us. So So that's the plan. Watch this space.
With the hygiene. Are you going to fundraise or you don't nominate a certain, not so much a project or?
No, I think we'll probably advertise it as a Rotary community project so that we can then use the funds to where we may need them through the things that we support. So it will give us the money in the coffers to be able, like, obviously to put forward as our Rotary Club. So that's the plan. We don't want to nominate one particular place because I don't want those funds to just be collected and go into one place when we might be looking for funds for another project when it's coming up.
I was just thinking, you know, for like having one
Yes,
for
Monash.
Monash, and I'm just thinking maybe a special fundraiser like that would be, you know, for something else.
But the whole idea of this is to get funds for Rotary, as in Rotary Club Lilydale, to have funds to be able to, you know, like support projects that we do, or we may still want to do, like DIK and you know things that we actually now do support. We need to be able to have funds in our pockets, so that's the whole idea. If anyone has got any issues with that, you can speak to Des as current president and myself as president-elect, and probably Arun as past president, and we'll discuss it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yes, Cheryl. Yes, sure.
I said, I don't want to know.
Sorry?
Cheryl's second.
No, then.
I like it. This
Well.
Thank you very much indeed.
international then?
International. Is there anything? Huh?
I'm not eating.
DIK is up and running.
Yeah, it's up and running. There's not much been happening.
Actually, I want to mention what
yeah.
Carol Mills talked about in the market.
Okay, talk about international. Members that probably don't know.
Yeah, okay.
but that's
Yeah,
the idea.
yeah. So what we do on the international side is there's DIK. Simon, have you heard of DIK? Jenny or Chris, you've heard of DIK.
So donations in kind.
Donations in kind. It's part of the Melbourne region. They started it, but it's now its own organization, and it's got a big warehouse. And I think it started with donations from hospitals. Is that correct?
Started in a garage years ago, but yeah, it's sort of it's somebody went to Fiji and came back thinking, well, they need this, that, and other stuff, and we're throwing all this stuff away.
Yeah,
So they started collecting stuff and started literally to garage.
it could be anything.
And now it's moved around a few times, but it's in one of the old woolshed structures along Tunnelville Road, west of Geelong Road. It's probably about a bit over half the size of Bunnings, like a decent Bunnings store.
And it's got lots of shelving, and so we are one of the members of DIK.
Yeah.
So they want clubs to be ongoing members and pay to support what they're doing. So pretty much everything gets donated, and they make sure that it's in working order. And then if someone says that we have a project somewhere outside Australia or even within Australia, and they want something, and if it's in there, they would donate it. Generally, if it's outside Australia, they would wait for a whole container to be packed and then shipped. How many containers do we send at the moment?
Well, I'm not sure how many.
I think before COVID was a lot.
Just as a focal point, since East Timor Timor-Leste was liberated, they've sent something like 650 containers over since 2002, something like that.
Yeah.
Medical equipment, school.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
school desks, chairs.
Medical equipment or know of an organisation that has surplus medical equipment, how do we connect them
It's all.
Let me know, and then we'll put you in touch
Yeah,
with,
definitely.
yeah.
So, because most of the hospitals do a bit of a,
Oh, that's
like a
right, because that's what we are about.
Nothing.
Yeah, like a refit every sort of so many years, and we've, DIK are on that loop where, you know, there's still.
They get anywhere from X-ray machines
Yeah.
to
200
beds to
200 hospital
mattresses, like to,
Yeah,
incubators, yeah.
Equipment to, need to.
And they all get shipped overseas to Sri Lanka, Africa, East
Yeah,
Timor.
and at the other end, Simon, all the containers that go out overseas are going to Rotary clubs that have requested the equipment, so the dish comes in, and so it's not just sort of sent, you know, willy-nilly to
They
everywhere.
can
No,
control the distribution.
Yeah.
It's all part
it
of
only
it.
gets to you,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I thoroughly recommend for anyone who hasn't been there, when Des puts an email out and says it's going, and how many people can you put now?
Two,
One.
one extra,
Yeah. Yeah.
unless you put a mattress in the back.
You go with him then, or they do an open day, I think once, they're gonna do it every.
Once a year,
Yeah, I'm not sure what it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
it's usually in August, right?
Yeah.
July,
then you
August.
can actually see what it really is. Because when Des was talking about it, I thought it was something as big as what the pavilion type thing, and then I went there and it's like, what sort of things did you think you'd have?
I'm just through previous roles and I guess elections often in audiology in particular.
That's very big.
There might be something that I think about as well.
So for example, we had, when I worked at Maroondah Eastern Health, we're getting rid of all their mattresses and beds.
Yeah.
And we, like you said, you need that contact, so we managed to take them to DIK and they actually went to Timor-Leste to the project we were
Yeah.
working on. So, but it can go to any project, doesn't have to be our.
Oh, I'm happy where it goes. It's incredible how much stuff's thrown away.
Yeah.
So keep it out of landfill and someone can use it.
And if there's minor issues, they tend to fix it.
Yeah.
They don't want it broken.
No, mainly the bulk of, because of the bulk of material, it really does need to be in working condition.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you need a volunteer that's capable of fixing it. Well, only just this last 6 months, the company's actually been in the wheelchairs and the medical aid aisle, for want of a better word, and just tidying everything up, making sure everything's working. Because we went down to get some wheelchairs the other day from somebody, and yeah, we don't touch those. We haven't been to those yet. We need one of these ones here with a number on it. So we picked out the one we needed. So we just tick it off the list and away we went. And computers, it's a little bit more organised than what it.
Yeah, and now the getting rid of stuff is more expensive. It's, now you have to do needles separately. Needles can't even be taken as a
No, waste is a
big problem there because
really
they,
big problem for them.
Is DIK an international organisation
it's
or
not,
just Australia?
it's Melbourne based.
No, there's a number of DIKs Australia-wide.
Yeah.
All the other DIKs have now been rebranded to more reuse. Yeah, they've changed all. DIK in Footscray is actually a registered non-profit
Incorporated
charity, tax deductible
organization, yeah.
organisation in its own right. So he said they're not doing any name change. Yeah. Somebody decided that the DIK name doesn't sort of gel properly. It's crazy.
So anyway, the point is that we pay a fee to be part of that organization as a member. So we have some benefits if there is a project overseas, and if we get preference first to pick things, and there's discounts on the container fees and things like that, because we freight and all that sort of stuff as well.
Yeah, so a prime example of being a DIK incorporated member is that pre-Christmas they received 20 pallets of Lego toys, and they were offered to the DIK members to use for Christmas gifts and all that. So Jerry said there was $13,000 worth of stuff on there on.
One pallet.
On one pallet.
So there was actually 13 pallets all up, wasn't there?
Yeah, and there's, I think it was 20 pallets or something like
20
that.
pallets, yeah.
But yeah, so they, for that one pallet, we paid $750 to cover the freight costs to deal with it. But yeah, so the 13 grand is pretty good, value of money. So.
And you can use the items inside Australia as well, not just internationally, but you must not sell them.
Yeah.
So like, for example, Barb's Maroondah project, they can get like socks and jocks and whatever, you know, if it's there in DIK, that can also. Yeah, just for free.
So we donate, for example, people donate clothes, like brand new clothes, not like
No.
Vinnie's and stuff.
Yeah.
It has to be
Probably
brand new.
question. Yeah. And then
So that's all there as well.
Yeah. So there was a school that, a private school that went around the, Seymour area or whatever, that went, yeah, belly up, and, they had all these uniforms and polo tops, which, they were sending overseas, because it's not, like we didn't give them to Maroondah because we didn't want them in the school, you know, uniforms.
Yeah.
But, you know, and those countries overseas, they don't get, they've got.
Yeah.
Or like if Peru's company made a whole run of stuff and it's still in
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah.
We just donated.
Go overseas.
Yeah.
They need to go overseas. because
Yeah,
have
they
them
can't really.
in Australia.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah, because the thing with the clothing is that it all has to be new stuff. Although having said that, I did have unloaded down there a truck full of men's suits from a hire company that went belly up, you know, so. Yeah, it's just not general second-hand stuff that goes there.
That would be, they would be.
Yeah, that would be.
Oh, yeah, but yeah, no.
There's a lady who was, her kids were part of St. Patrick's school in Liddell. And she was donating stationery to DIK through us. But then she ended up starting to put it on Facebook and telling everybody. And now she's got like bucket loads of.
Don't say it out loud, she hasn't rung me yet.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
How do you connect the actual goods with transfer or getting to this distribution centre? That cost, how's that coordinated?
Oh, yeah, there is a cost.
From the supplier to
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's where sort of Riverdale had used it to be part of that deal. We had access to a tandem trailer and a ute. We'd go around and pick up. I mean, there was a guy in Riverdale who was a contract theatre nurse, and he would clean up at the end of the day. He would clean all the stuff up. We went up to his place one day and picked up 40 boxes of stuff, you know, like all purpose, good quality, in packets, medical equipment. So.
DIK do have a truck, but they do encourage the club to organise it.
Yes.
Get it to them.
Yeah.
Often we try to get the company to deliver it because they're saving so much money not having to dispose of it.
Yeah.
Anyway, then they can pay back.
Yeah.
So, and out of date medical consumables can't be used.
Things, yeah, no, like
No, they stop.
saline and, yeah, they won't.
But dressings, combined stores.
I think they would be okay because they're not drugs. Yeah.
So non-drug.
They're still in their packaging, stored properly, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All dressing that goes out of date in medical practice. This is terrifying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, there is a couple of certainly medical people will actually screen.
And we can,
That
ring
aisle.
them. They're quite happy for you to ring and check.
Yeah, okay. I mean, good to know.
Yeah.
And if you had a list, you could ring and say blah, 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 and tick off the
Yeah.
box and then just send, and only take what you need from that company. Let
Yeah,
them
because
do it.
So you have to organize a time to go there. They're not there every day.
Yeah.
So they're only there by appointment, and there's a couple of days that they're there.
yeah,
So
Tuesday.
you need to let them know when you're going there,
Yeah,
and then that way they can check it, because they don't want to take anything and everything anymore.
Yeah.
It used to be that people would drop it and run.
Yeah.
But now it's a little bit more stricter.
yeah, Laura's not there 24/7 then.
Yeah. So, yeah,
There's an arena probably your contacts.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
On another topic, I did end up going and seeing the principal
Oh, yeah.
at Gladesville Primary School in Kilsyth. They asked for some support because they're doing a refresh of their library. So we thought it'd be a good idea to maybe see if we can get some books from 1 to 3 read to me. So I went and the principal's actually Delvin's daughter. Yeah, Katrina. Yeah. So yeah, had a good chat and met the librarian. She's a volunteer there, and they just want books at the moment, and they're happy to get Lego if we had. I said, okay, look, we did have some Lego. I don't know if we still have any, but yeah,
There is a little bit, I think it's still a Jerry's, yeah.
okay, they're happy to get some Lego because that school is only 74 kids,
At the whole school.
so they don't get a lot of funding. They don't get a lot of funding.
Kids'
And,
size.
yeah,
Like,
it's a Gladesville. It's a very small school. It's behind kind of the old church which used to be there, inside there. So it's a very tiny school, and they don't get a lot of funding, and they have a lot of kids with high needs. So
I think that's why they're special, sort of.
yeah.
they are very special. Yeah, yeah.
So the 1, 2, 3 is a.
I contacted Jeff and he didn't respond to me, but I will email again. I tried ringing them and I
Yeah.
couldn't get all. I'll email Melinda as well. I don't have Melinda's number. I'll try again. But yeah, I had a meeting with them yesterday, and at this stage they just want books. That's all they want. So we'll see that I'm going to take the librarian and to the warehouse there so that they can look at it and see what they want. And if they want more, then we'll see if we can buy them books or whatever. We can source it or something. We'll see what happens. I'll put a
That's
project
why,
back
that's
together.
why they want the Lego, that would be part of their learning process.
Yeah, that's what she said, because there's like,
Learning for
Yeah.
the kids to learn to play,
yeah,
side by side
yeah,
and.
yeah,
That's the.
yeah.
That's why the Lego would be.
And that would come up the criteria of what the Lego.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah. Because the what do you call it? The library used to be in a very old sorry, recording. The library used to be in a very old building and not used. And she's now moved it to the main building where it's quite a nice space and a lot of people are using it, a lot of kids are using it. And she's also opening it to the community as well. So people who are not part of the school can come and read and use the library. So I think it's a great use.
Once you take her there, if that proves successful, that's something we could canvass the local schools.
Schools, yeah,
Because they have 1, 2, 3 Read to Me is an independent charity, not Rotary charity, but we've worked with them.
yeah,
They have a very small warehouse.
Are they,
It's up to them.
Like, yeah, yeah. yeah.
are
Hopefully
they Lions based?
they're part of Lions and Keysborough, yeah, they're part of Lions and Keysborough. But hopefully with the Coles collection stopped, they may have gotten rid of some books. So we haven't gone back to the warehouse to see what it's like at the
We
moment.
could suss them out to see if they want to find more primary schools for them.
But that's what she came and spoke to us about. She actually wanted us to find primary schools who can't afford, like where kids can't afford or parents can't afford to buy books. Because the idea was for her to give boxes of books free every week, where kids can just take them home and not worry about returning it. That was the project that she wanted to do. So I thought it's a perfect one, and Katrina's still collecting.
Yeah.
Okay. And they come and pick up.
You've got one at your place?
Yeah.
No.
So do you know who comes and picks up?
No, there's a girl just reading, there's another on the side of the box, so, isn't it?
Okay.
Yeah, so they'll still be turning over books in pretty.
Yeah, there would be, yeah. Okay. No, there must be
Yeah,
that.
so I mean, they had a 2,000 square foot factory, literally had pallets up to the roof. The racking, just full of books and, you know.
They're all sorted.
Children's.
Children's.
Yes,
Yeah.
mainly children, but they do
Sorting
have,
through them.
they did end up getting adult books as well, but majority of children.
Yeah, when they were sorting them through the age categories and genres and, you know, just amazing. And they put on a reasonable morning tea. Huh?
Yeah, I didn't do the tea, but yeah.
So how do schools access those books?
So they just give it to them.
They register with Read 1, 2, 3 Read to Me. They-
Oh,
Well, we were collecting them and donating them to like childcare centers and things like that over here. So, yeah,
They're based in Oakley.
no, they're based in The Keysborough, like, down that way. Yeah. Not Huntingdale, like, what do you call it, Moorabbin, down that area. Yeah. Anyway, that's it from me. Thank you.
Okay, I think I might have been remiss that I didn't do the For Good Health, Good Fellowship.
Oh,
Did you do it?
Yep, we did.
Not on my list. Right, just to say, Erin, that was really very helpful to hear more about what
Yeah.
Rotary International is doing internationally. I'm going back to Wales after Easter, and I said which could be interesting to see if that might get more interest in the community. Something like donations in kind to set that up, get some younger people involved. So that was really interesting. Thank you very much indeed. Youth is the next one.
You, aren't you?
Come on, youth. And you said sorry.
I'll just wait till Des.
Sorry, excuse me.
So youth. So one of the projects we do in youth is called Rotary Youth Driver Awareness, or because we use acronyms. So for Simon and Jenny, Chris nearly went to one last. And it's about the it's nothing to do with road rules, anything like that. It's all about the psychology of driving and how you don't drive when you're angry and all that type of stuff. So our involvement is that we sponsor some local high schools to send some students. Plus, because when it's over this side of town, because they do one, what's that? Where do they do the other one? The racing track.
Oh,
Stand
at
down.
Sandown?
Yeah, they do.
And then they also do one in the west, which is at the old Toyota factory.
Yep. And then in the east, they do it at Box Hill TAFE Lilydale campus. And so because we're Lilydale Rotary, quite often we will help, and it could be, doesn't mean it's a school within our little catchment area. For example, Carey send quite a few of their students every year. They're booked in for October. So when it will come closer to the date in October, Jenny will be, Jenny's the project lead writer, she'll be asking for some volunteers. And we're Lilydale Mercy College doing another day in June. Yeah. So this is one of the easiest volunteering days because all you do is corral students from one room to the next. There's a teacher present and they're meant to be there for the discipline. Ted's not here, but he kept on asking me, can I discipline the children, the kiddies? No, you don't. The kiddies. And you get morning tea and lunch. And so you finish sort of normal school time. So it's as far as Rotary stuff goes, it's very easy.
And time.
And
Yeah, and you do the
Timekeeping and
you get
direction.
instructions, like it's not
Yeah.
hard, it's very easy, and it's good.
Good day.
It's a really good day.
And
You learn a lot as well.
You learn, yeah.
then it's an eye opener about what you do, what you're all doing wrong on the roads as well.
Yeah. So I thoroughly recommend that one. We will also do this year the primary school speech contest, and the lovely new hairdo, and Killian is project lead for that one. So we'll go out to Marlene and we'll book a date, and in past years it's always been a Wednesday night, and maybe it will be a Wednesday night again. I don't know. But we do need quite a few hands on deck for that night, because there's quite a few volunteering roles. Again, it's very easy. You know, registration, desk, doing supper, that type of thing. And we will also do this year, what else do we do in youth? We're trying to get Richard involved in an Interact Club, but they don't like him and they're not responding to his emails.
It must have been something I said. I've
No,
sent
they
out
don't
4
like him.
emails.
He's sent them 4 emails. Hi, I want to come.
Time to CC the principal in.
No,
No,
just
she-
writing to the vice principal.
Vice principal, no, she's away to the husband's.
No, that's the teacher.
Oh, so the teacher.
The teacher. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, anyway, but
Oh,
yeah.
And you're gonna have to start crashing the meeting. huh?
Yeah, I know. So, but they did tell me they didn't like it. Anyway.
It's hard to get on
We
with.
need some young people over there.
That's right, yeah. But we're also, late last year, Richard and I went and did a mock interview day with the students who do their special, not the normal VCE. So it's trying to get a job after like year 10. Yeah, what's it called? Yeah, VCAP, yeah. And yeah, that was a really good
That was a
day.
good day,
That was
yeah,
lots of fun. Considering we both interview at work, so you know we could give them lots of tips, and that was really good. We will have other youth projects throughout the year. One of them is that we'll probably send 1 to 2 students to, or not students, 1 to 2 youth to the Rotary Youth Leadership Awards. Don't know why it's got awards, but it's a camp. Last year it was in Phillip Island. Our involvement is that we have to bring them back from the camp back to their home in Lilydale. So Andrew very kindly did that last year. He drove down to Phillip Island and brought back, what was her name? Beck? No, Beck.
No, it's,
Normally pretty good with names.
yes.
Yeah,
Is it the girl?
yeah, the one, yeah, that. Anyway,
So,
yeah, no, anyway, our lady.
Alex was her.
yeah,
That's
so
her
Alex,
name.
yeah, Alex is the first name.
That Alex was her preferred name.
Was it? Yeah, yeah. Anyway, and then they come and give a speech. So that one's good. What else?
Rather.
Ryder.
And then,
NYSF. So Andrew is one day going to speak about NYSF at a meeting.
I'm doing it again.
So that is the National Youth Science Forum, which Rotary's had a very long history with, but at the moment we're sort of seen more as a give us money but don't be a silent partner type thing. So but we did send, well, didn't send, we helped some students from Mount Lilydale Mercy College with funding towards the cost. So year 11 students, so that if they've done year 11, say this year, and they're going to year 12 next year, in January next year, they will do 2 weeks interstate, either Canberra or Brisbane at the,
All these hubs.
oh yeah, the National Youth Science Forum. And then we have little hubs throughout the year, and sometimes, and they ask for volunteers. So Andrew's gone twice
I'm doing the hub this year.
and been
Sydney.
a volunteer in Canberra and Brisbane.
Just Brisbane.
Just Brisbane.
Doing the hub.
So he gets 2 weeks food, accommodation, has to wear a Rotary t-shirt, of course, and have his a first aid certificate. But yep, and that's something you might feel like doing next year if you want.
And that's aimed for children that want to study science.
Yeah.
It's a bit of an immersion.
Yeah,
There's a
so,
student that the club sponsored years ago, didn't she end up at NASA?
Astrophysics or something.
Yeah.
yeah,
And another one ended up doing dental.
Seriously smart and found the right job with
The
it.
next one up.
yeah. So they go to some universities and they see labs and they go to industry. So it's just 2 weeks of science. So if you're into that,
It's out
yeah.
I'll talk about when.
I love them.
Yeah, yeah.
Talk about when it comes up.
What else do we do in you? Can't think.
That's it. we can go.
Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, anyway, that's you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Barbara. That was brilliant to hear about the things that you're doing, and it triggers thoughts with me about what I'm doing internationally as a Rotarian, and the interview practice idea. That's a really great thing for any Rotary Club to get involved in, and the schools really appreciate it because we as business people who've been used to interviewing all our professional lives, or still are interviewing great people. And I took part in Bangor when I was over there, not last year, the year before. Also, just on youth, after I spoke a couple of weeks back, and you kindly said that you'd give a donation to someone, I said, I would like the donation to go to Pennant's Rotary Community Corps, because they're doing work on a project with the social enterprise I'm involved in called Families Learning Together. So Des, I'm thinking that might be what the funding that goes over is used for an activity for them. And I'm also involved in a big project with the Welsh Government through something called Tithe, which means journey. And we should be able to have some of the young people from the Pennants area through this project visit Wales, as well as people from Wales visit there. So it's interesting how when I've been here to your sessions and when I was in Monbulk, you're talking about supporting this part of the world. Well, there are other parts of the world, as you know, only too well, and I couldn't see how I could make any connections. But it's interesting that through that idea, we can see that connection, and I'll be able to show you pictures of what the Rotary Community Corps do in Pennants and what they're helping with, supported by Maypen Rotary Club. And back in Bangor, we're going to try and get a Bangor Rotary Community Corps. Now, this is a concept that's not understood in Australia, but it would be a great way of, for example, getting something like Donations in Kind going, because people could see how they could get involved. So, never one who's been shy when given an opportunity to be standing on a platform. I'll now ask if the membership person would like to speak. I don't know who the membership person is.
Jenny.
It's Jenny, right?
Really good.
Okay. Jenny, the membership person. We are recording this, Jenny.
Well, I'd just like to say, Liz, you really should know who all these people are.
It's on there.
Which brings me to my first
Sorry, I
topic.
got that far yet.
That's all right.
I'm still with the
So membership obviously is memberships ticking along. So we welcomed Jenny and Sipo late last year and Chris as a friend. And then we'll be welcoming Simon probably next fortnight if that works for him. And yeah, I think yeah, it's all good. And Deb in April after she comes back from Blaze Aid rotation. So it's ticking along. So that's all good. I just wanted to touch base and remind you all about Club Runner, because everybody have their Club Runner login Do they all know who Club Runner is and they log in?
Who's club runner?
So Club Runner is the portal, the, what are they called? The provider of the web page for district and the Rotary Club of Lilydale. So if you want to go on the Rotary Club of Lilydale's web page, you want to go into the members area, you need to have your password, which is provided by Club Runner. Once you join Simon and Jude registered you, you'll get an email to tell you your login details. Okay. But Jen should already have her login details.
Maybe lost something.
If you've lost them, just go on, press member, I can't remember, and off you go. Yeah, okay. So that's Club Runner. So the Rotary Club of Lilydale's webpage is, the platform is a Club Runner platform. Is that right? Hosted by Club Runner. So it all works together, and so is the Rotary District's webpage. The webpage, our Lilydale webpage, has a calendar of events, which Barb and Jude and I try hard to keep up to date. So that's always good to look at for what's happening and what's going on. And we also have the Facebook page. Has everyone, I think, everyone logged in to the Facebook page? That's an invitation. So you have to request to join and we'll just press yes. And that keeps you up to date with more, it's a bit more of a relaxed posting sort of thing, and you can post on that. Okay, so yeah, so that's a bit more interactive. So all right, they're the two main things. Rotary International has lots of learning, has a big learning centre. You can do all the learning you like about Rotary International, Rotary projects inside that. It is quite good when you're a new member. It does teach you a lot of things about ideas and structures and what's going on and that sort of thing. It's got a lot of information in there. So, so that's those couple of things. We have got a membership stand at the Mooroolbark Community Festival on Sunday. We've got a couple of volunteers, but it'd be really nice to get some other names on the list and just mix it up a bit. So don't you say no, Andrew.
I'm not around.
Where are you?
I'm at the one place where best place to be.
Grand Prix.
Yep.
Fair enough. So there is there is another one in the end of March up at Montrose. If anybody wants to take on the initiative to run it up there, they're more than welcome. But I'll be away, so I'm not taking that on.
Sorry, I'm away.
Yeah, good. So that's it. Membership has another arm, which is the fellowship, which so the next fellowship events will be that croquet night, which all friends and family and other club people are welcome. So I can't remember the date, 21st
Next Thursday.
Next Thursday
week.
Thursday week, $20, turn up 6:30, dinner's included, have a game if you like, just a bit of fun.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Midnight.
If there's any dollars with the time, please let me know.
That's right, let you know. And I suppose the only other thing for fellowship was, did we want to have another guest who's coming for dinner night before the end of the Rotary financial year?
Yes.
And an Aussie chicken curry.
I'll
Which might be nice because we've got,
I'll bring a couple of tablespoons of sugar for you.
because we've had 4 new members and a new friend in that time, so it might be nice to have it.
Yeah.
So guess who's coming to dinner where we break out into groups of maybe only 6 or 8 at somebody's house, so it's a bit more of an informal chat. Everybody brings a course, so you might have to bring desserts or Anne might have to bring entrees, whatever. And then it's just a social night. It's not
Just
really.
let everyone know that it's a secret.
Yeah, you don't
It's a
know.
secret. The person hosting knows who's coming because they ask you to bring what, but you don't know who's going to be there when you turn up. And essentially it's just a social night. It's not a night like tonight where we get stuck into talking about Rotary projects, just to get to know people better. So yeah, so maybe we look at a date to do that. So maybe we'll
In May.
And there's some good things happening in Lilydale as well.
at Lilydale Athenaeum. So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
so fellowship's a bit spur of the moment. So like if Barb sees something popping up at Athenaeum, she might say, okay, let's all, whoever wants to go, you know, put out the invite, and if there's 3 or 17, it doesn't really matter. So, yep, that sort of thing. And like Des has been doing the last couple of weeks, so I encourage people that if they're doing projects and there's anything happening, no matter how small, put out the call through Club Runner, because even if you only get 1 or 2 people helping, at least everybody else knows what's going on. And there might be people sitting in the wings that think, oh, I actually am free that day. So, and it's a good way of sharing the projects that are happening.
Set turn up for 2 minutes and or, you know, a couple of hours, just carry the wood in.
Yeah.
Do whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you
Yeah.
can't use Club Runner, then you can by all means just put everybody's email in, or you can ask somebody to spread the word for you. So that's easy.
Run a little club run a session.
Yeah, we can do that maybe next club meeting. We could do a club. So if you could all log on to your Club Runners before next meeting, maybe we could do it and show you how to run emails and that sort of thing. That would
20 people up on the 20. Really, that's fun.
you bring your little laptops, or
Do you reckon
you can do Club Runner's got an app on your phone, and when you get good at it, you can actually do it from your phone.
everybody in the room could log in?
Do-
Oh, it might slow down.
But they could go on their own hotspots, their own
I
4Gs.
don't think the phone or the app can send multiple.
Oh, okay.
I don't think. But I found that
We can
once
try that out,
early
so,
in the
yeah.
piece, it may have changed. by
Yeah.
then.
So, and you might find you're better at using it now too, so it might make more sense to you. So,
But I generally do it on the computer.
yeah, so it's easy. It is easier on your computer, but you can do it. Any other questions regarding membership or fellowship, or any other ideas for fellowship you want to take on?
Do you want to just let everyone know about the conference if they're interested?
I know very little about the conference because I'm not going. Who's going?
I can tell you a little bit about it.
Yeah.
Last opportunity to book for the conference is
Want to let the new members know what the conference is?
the district conference.
Next anyway.
Go next.
So I'm relieved.
Well, we're gonna close the
Thank
meeting.
you.
Can I just do it as program? Can I?
What,
Des,
she's leaving or I'm going?
As program director.
She's pushing in.
I'm pushing it. So until the 30th of June, I'm also the program director, hint. If you, and on the market committee
Yeah,
and the
right,
youth
sure.
director
And-
and whatever. If you can think of someone who'd be really good to come here and speak about something that's really interesting for, 15 minutes max plus 5 minutes question time, let me know and I'll book them in. So I've got Julie Bird in late next year, or later on this year, next financial year, because she's going on overseas. I'm going to have someone talk about Oz Harvest, I think it's called, and something else. Yeah, but please let me know because I'm a bit brain dead at the moment.
Deb said she'll do
Laser, yeah. So just come let me know and we can organise it. Yeah, thank you very much. That's it. Thank you, Deb.
That's it. All right, we're up. Now, as when the rumours up here was talking about Therese Humphreys from Mount Lilydale Nursing
No,
College.
St. Patrick's.
St.
But now,
Patrick's.
the kids are in Manludale.
So at 10 to 8 tonight, Teresa's come back with, let's just read out the email. Hi Des, hope you're well. Just seeing if you're heading to do okay anytime soon. I have a fair collection of used stationery supplies for them. Also picked up some donations of toys and stuff. I am also picking up donations of toys and stuff tomorrow, so we might find some stuff possibly useful for your Rotary Christmas gift appeal. So we're starting early. No, we've had backpacks for kids at the police stations. I'll see more tomorrow when I pick them up below. So last time I went up there to get a few stationery items, there literally was enough probably to cover these 2 tables. And Jerry and I were having a bit of a conversation with her and said, look, we're really short a few colouring pencils for some of the Christmas colouring books, Christmas gift colouring books we're doing. In 48 hours, she had more than enough colouring pencils just by putting it out on her network. even while we're picking up the stuff over in a new place over in above Colstree there, somebody texted and said, "Oh, I've just dropped half a dozen boxes in your letterbox back at Steeles Creek." You know, like it's just an amazing girl. It's keeps on going. So, one of the things we were going to do tonight, if we were looking for a filler, was to run a few videos. So, we might keep that for next time. Yep. Just something to have a bit of a chat and a fellowship with the different videos that are around that you wouldn't normally see unless you go into a meeting or a president's meeting, or logging on to the E-Club's websites. They're very nice. But while Richard and I were working today at Holy Fools, Dave from Rescue
Treasuring our trees.
Treasuring Our Trees, yes, he turned up there to have a talk to Neil Taylor, and he's offered, which I think he did when he was here doing his presentation, but he offered a bit of a vacation visit to his factory, which is just near the back of, must be behind Lilydale.
I think it's up near the Fox Hill Tape up.
Yeah.
up
Yes,
there,
yes,
very
it's in there.
that is.
Yeah, it's in that area, yeah.
Yeah, somewhere in that area there. Yeah, so at the moment they showed us a whole lot of pictures that they're doing some projects for the upcoming garden show in Melbourne. But yeah, so how many would be interested in actually, instead of having a meeting, we go rock up to his place one. Yeah, so all right, well, that's something that they're
Something about it, because I know Dave very well, and I did mention that he invited us ages before, ages ago when he was first.
Okay.
It was a storm recovery project.
Yeah.
There were 4 main storm recovery projects. There's a couple of others. And his factory showroom is an amazing place to go to.
yeah, that's what I was thinking.
It's on an industrial estate and it looked absolutely nothing, but it was really wonderful to go to.
Yeah, also
So I think it would be a great opportunity to go, and also to recognise that out of that awful disaster, some good things have happened.
Yeah, that's right. He's saving some really nice pieces of wood. So, so how would we manage that? Will we try and have something arranged for a bit of finger food, maybe on site while we're having a look around there, or
You could all bring a plate.
do a light sort of meal?
Well, he thinks the tourists, it's only short, pass along. Yeah.
Go there and then come here, maybe.
Oh, there we go.
There's no one coming here.
We'll stand,
To that.
we'll go his way.
Yeah, let's want to. We can do that. Yeah.
Let's go Gammy.
All right. Okay. Well, we'll look into that. See how we go with that. Okay. So I'm now calling on myself to close the meeting.
Yes.
Oh, look out! I'm doing. Excuse me.
Yeah, we'll talk about the conferences as well.
You are sensitive.
I thought we covered all this. No?
Yeah.
Gerald's not. I wasn't even knowing you.
I would say it's probably being the racket.
Hmm. All right, so just closing off the meeting. So some of the projects which we've talked about a little bit about already tonight, the IPU care pack. So Pam's sort of running that at the moment. We've got that in hand. So anyone else who's interested in sort of coming on board with that, that would be a reasonable sum.
What is that? Sorry.
In conjunction with that, have the Rural Hospital and so the psychiatric unit. And we do care packs when patients arrive. Frequently, looking And so we will have
Yeah.
That's what I told you, is, I'm trying to organise basically a specific day to the second month. We'll do a delivery. And that's what I was looking at. So just finished making sure that I've got everything. And also trying to set up a sheet to tell us what the cost is, as well as everything else. And yeah, so I'm sort of just getting my head around it. And so basically it'll be every second month on whatever Monday or Wednesday or something. We'll go there and drop off stuff and do a structure. That's it. Yes. I don't know about them, wouldn't worry me, but I don't know.
So Pam, as part of that, would you need to do a recce day before that yourself to do a sort of make up a list of supplies needed?
Not quite that big.
Pam and I went last.
Yeah.
A couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
I think, we were there total.
Yeah.
Dog take on everything.
Yep.
I left and then Pam very kindly.
Oh, that's just a bit extra.
Time there, sorting all the clothing for the nurses, so
They also have a lot of,
they do love it.
they have a lot of clothes donated.
Yeah.
And of course the nurses run in there and grab something, and this didn't work, so I've got to throw it back in.
Yeah.
So I figure every now and then.
So that's above and beyond what we're actually.
That's just something I'm doing.
Yeah, no, but I mean, those clothes are up above from somewhere else apart from what we're also.
It's nothing to do with us, but it's trying to be nice to the nurses.
No, it's okay. No, it's more than okay. Yes, Doc.
In to help fund that, where you bought the raffle tickets, that helps to go to Marinda, as well as the solo,
Other side.
the solo panels in schools over there.
Yeah, so for each, yeah, well, I can, but for each ticket that we sell for that, half of the cost comes back to us as fundraiser. The other half of the ticket costs goes to solar panels projects in Fiji and some of the outlying schools. So therefore the holiday accommodation there now, which includes the air flights, part of the donation from that side of it, from the islands back to here. So the next raffle's actually drawn on the 19th of March. So usually if you buy the tickets right before the day, you're guaranteed to win today.
Guaranteed, yeah.
Guaranteed. 100%.
You'll play for those things.
100%. Okay, so the next item here is the Holy Fools annual cook-up and donations. So we've booked the 14th of May. Is that what I'm reading here? With a cook-up on the 13th of May. Where are we doing that?
Oh, probably at my house. We're not gonna go to that other place.
Well, we'll see if it works out, but,
Yeah.
But it's much more, it's just.
we're thinking we might go back to the four or five casseroles rather than the just the process.
Yeah.
Not doing it at your friend's place.
Yeah, anyway, so that's coming up on 13th and 14th
Of May.
of May.
Don't do that.
Meeting,
The 13th is the meeting night.
so we're going to do that instead of.
Well, I'd probably maybe do it for a couple of hours during the day, and then, because I don't think we need 20 people. I don't think that would.
No, well, we just all go there and watch 2 or 3 people work. That's how we. I did it all the
No, but we need to set in shape and the vegetable preparer and so.
So it might be like, come over and either help cook a couple of casseroles or drop one in, or bring one to the meeting or something, and then the next day is they have street angels in the park. Have you heard that, angels in the park? It's have a lunch in the park.
Yeah, so that's actually happening tomorrow. That's Neil's where he's there, he's out at 11, back at 12, and then he's gonna go down there and do that, so.
But they'll be having the May one will be at the new facility, because in Windsor they're gonna hold it at the drop-in centre.
Oh, yeah, okay, yep,
So that would be good for people to go to if they are off on Wednesdays, or can sneak off for an hour, or your wife will walk yours down there. That sort of thing, so that would probably work quite well. So
that'll be good, yeah, because he wants to have an opening, some sort of opening presentation, so he's gonna get a few of the locals to run up on the, what did you say, the 2nd of May or something? Is that a Friday, I think? Because it was going to be the end of March, but obviously it's getting a bit too short for him to do that. So, okay, on my very short list here, we've talked about the Interact Club at Lilydale Heights College. We've talked about Rido, and we've talked about Celebrate Mirrabah. Yeah, I think we're pretty much up to that. Sorry? Yeah, well, that's sort of coming up on the 25th, so we're going to do that. We're going to do the barbecue.
Yeah.
Pretty committed to that again, so.
Yeah, it's the 115th anniversary of the landing in Gallipoli this year. So it's pretty special. So
Yeah.
it'd be great if we could have as many members. Like, we only need about 5 or 6 on the actual barbecue, but for members to go to the actual wreath ceremony would be good. And then, yeah.
What day is that?
It's a Friday. We do.
Yeah,
The
the president will go there. Yeah.
later.
They won't be doing sausages this year. We'll be up at the Senate.
Yeah.
Did you get up at the Senate Park last year?
Yeah, please.
I'm always
I laid the right point.
Yeah.
Like so.
Well, I wasn't doing it last year.
You're at the barbecue.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I was at the barbecue.
Yeah. Okay, all right, so that's,
So, we, yeah, what you say, you.
But the
So-
day before, someone needs to pack the van with desks, and I can't do it because I'm working. I did it last year, I wasn't working.
we'll work
It's
that.
Yeah.
So we just need someone.
God, no.
Take the
We might be finished on the build by then.
I'm gonna get a job.
it's
better
You want to go back to work?
I'm gonna go back to work.
I've only signed 10 years,
It's 5:15.
Sorry?
5:15?
Yeah, I think we're on the ground at 5 o'clock, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody put a few sausages in.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right, it'd be good to have a good turnout.
5 or 6 at the level of the RSL cooking, and then the others.
The RSL provides the food.
Yeah, they've got all the food. We provide the equipment and the labour.
The labour and all that, yeah.
And all the money goes to the RSL, their main fundraiser for the year.
Okay, all right, so just closing off the normal things. So Richard Selway had a birthday the other day. Happy birthday, Richard. 24. No.
So keen he wants to go back to work.
Yeah. Okay, inductions, Anne Wheeler, 20 years, on the 1st of March 2005. Madeline Parlett, 11 years, in 2014. Thought for the fortnight, nothing in life is to be feared, it's only to be understood. Okay.
That'd be a problem.
Have you given the information about the conference or you just?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we talked about it last. Oh, sorry, we didn't talk about the actual conference, did we? So the conference, the district conference, Simon, the district conference this year is being held in Bendigo. So this is the first year of the new district 9815, because 9810 and 9820, their membership sort of fell to an area where they have to start merging the districts. So each district is now amalgamated, so there's now 87 clubs in this one district, which runs basically from Orbost through to is it Carrum? So pretty much to the bay and then down to
Right,
Island.
right.
Wasn't it to pay to the.
Yeah, so.
It used to be the 9810 used to be by side to something.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, anyway, so,
Anything Brighton too, in that area, all the way down to the.
Yeah.
Okay, you haven't really booked for the conference this year.
No.
No.
14.
That's it,
You
today.
can.
Yeah.
yeah, so. So if you, it's on the 28th, is it?
Right, that's
Last weekend in March, so,
The
29th
3
and
days,
the 30th, but on the 28th, we do activity.
it's a 3-day, no.
so.
But it's a good thing to, if you have the time, it's definitely a good opportunity to go. And
Yeah, it's a good
learn bit
it's a good
more.
motivator from a Rotarian point of view. You do come away feel inspired and refreshed.
Even my wife loved it.
Yeah,
She's not even a Rotarian, but she liked it.
that's a plus.
Yeah. That's right.
All right, well, let's put, oh, sorry, yes, Judy.
The district governor's wife. Leanne is going to talk about the taking over my uncle's pool.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Because she was involved in swimming and that's, she's going to be up there talking about it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and there's another district, Governor's Partners fundraising dinner too, that,
Yes.
at the
coming
Chinese
up in
restaurant.
April.
Yeah.
I'll put that in the next book.
Yeah,
The delete button.
I think there'll be about 350 people.
Yeah, no, so it's yeah, it's one of those things that when you once you get into the Rotary, once you sort of it's you need to go and see DIK, you need to go to a conference, like it's all sort of part of the learning curve. And then
Exploring.
Okay.
All right, so I think we're nearly ready to close the meeting. So what we'd like to do is, am I drawing this?
Yeah.
68.
thank you.
It's not very Rotarian.
That's all right, I will mix them up.
But all the way tests comes over that category. It's sticking out. And the president fell for it.
There we go, anyone, but I don't know which one is mine.
Yours should be removed.
Winner.
You have to be disqualified.
That's the meeting. That's why. Thank you, everyone. I now officially close the meeting.